Transition. All right, well, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. So, the kitty was on an extended vacation. We're just kind of getting some things fixed up here, and I was having some issues, so we started a few minutes late. And I actually completely forgot to post this, just in light of everything else going on. And it's a totally weird day, and I will not be working tomorrow, so see you guys later then. But anyway, I think that we have kind of decided by consensus that we will turn this into an open chat. So if you'd like to jump on in, send me an email on switchedtolinux.com/contact, and I will shoot you a link to jump into the show. We are on Google Hangouts, and maybe next week we'll have something different going on. But anyway, how's everybody doing today?
I am alive and breathing. And that's as much as I can ask for.
Hey, that's good enough, right?
For sure.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I'm alive, barely breathing, and kind of in a little bit of pain.
Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm barely breathing because of the heat and the humidity, but, I could always turn on the air conditioning, but I don't believe in that kind of stuff,
Yeah, we got some of that heat all of a sudden there. I just came back from camp, and I'm counting down the days so I can go back. But I think I'll probably launch the boat around here locally and do some fishing over the next couple weeks.
There you go. So I know you missed the discussion. I think it was last week on the Google and Toronto stuff. What's your thought on all that?
I didn't actually really look at it too much, but I think what was the headline? They're rejecting a lot of the implementations, aren't they? Are they not?
It says Canada rejecting that now? Because that's last time I saw things. What happened is we did the discussion right when Google had released the plan. Alphabet, technically, we should say, released the plan. And there really hadn't been any public comment back on it yet. And there were a few things that concerned people. Initially, it was like, hey, this is a 12-hour plan. And then the final plan released, it was 350 acres. It's like, how do we go from 12 to 350, Google? We really want to know. I
didn't know. I thought it was just the city of Toronto themselves that was rejecting it.
That's possibly, because I haven't seen much about it since then, so...
Yeah, and that's about it. I didn't really look into it too far. I can't speak knowledgeably about it at all.
Oh, okay. So, man, look into it, because Google's creeping in on your neck of the woods. So.
Yeah,
it could be here.
If you're not hearing anything, something's going on in the background that's being covered up.
That's you could be very right.
Indeed,
so the first result I look up on it was on Politico. So the first result on Google was Politico. It says Google is building a city of the future in Toronto. Would anyone want to live there?
So yeah, that's a good question. That's definitely a good question for sure.
Yeah. I'm 500 miles away from Toronto, and I'd like to get further away if I can. Oh, this is an old article. This article's a year old.
Is it? Oh yeah. Well, the plans were just released. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
I know. I heard about what you're talking about there. Yeah.
Oh man, did you know that according to UK ad regulators, I am now an internet celebrity? They say more than 30,000 followers. More than 30,000 followers makes you an internet celebrity. What do I have? Like 32,000 now?
It says 33K.
Oh, I'm at 33K. Man, I am an internet celebrity. Look at this. Woohoo! I'll be
You're not only an internet celebrity, you're an internet personality.
Oh, I'm a personality, all right. All right, for you guys that just jumped on, we are going to turn this into an open chat, so if you want to jump on, just go ahead and shoot me an email at the contact form, switchedtolinux.com/content. We don't have a lot of agenda. We are going to be going just for about an hour, so I can hang out with some people when we're done with the stream, and then I will have another live stream tonight on my other channel. That is one not to miss. It is going to be an intriguing thing about a new tool used to tell people about God, and it's an instrument of the devil, really. Well, we'll be talking about that over there. I did pull out just a couple articles, and so we'll do that a little bit. But happy 4th of July, everybody who's here in the States, and if you guys care who are not in the States, happy 4th to you guys as well, I guess. White Chocolate, hello there. Supersonic Boy says YouTube is banning hacking videos. Anybody have any knowledge on that?
I have never hacked anything in my life. I swear to the Lord. I swear.
You're an atheist.
I swear. And I'm sure you believe me 100%. Never hacked a thing.
All right. Very good. We have the testimony. All right.
No hacking here either.
Yeah. I don't talk about Kali or Parrot or anything else in my channel because I've always known this was coming down the pipeline. So for all those people who are like, hey, can you talk about Kali? No. Maybe a bit exclusive, but no.
I definitely have a fascination. I mean, like, network security is something I'm definitely interested in and I'm very passionate about, right? And I like to stay up to date.
Yeah.
I don't go offensively very much. I have been known when I'm lacking an internet connection to be able to source one at will, very frequently. But no, I don't go out of my way to do anything.
You know, there's some cities like down in Florida and stuff like that now got attacked by ransomware.
Yeah, there's 2 now, I think, in Florida this last week. So we're getting a lot of them. Now, I think it's a kind of a bad thing that they want to ban hacking videos because, you know, there's a legitimate concern. Like, I can do a lot of things because I've learned how to do it on YouTube. If I'm, you know, doing ethical hacking, ethical working, I should be able to at least find some of those videos and do it. So it makes me want to go hunt for any of them now and download them while we go. So.
And it's the other side of the coin as well. It's like, I don't know how to defend my network against hacking unless I know where the vulnerabilities exist in order to defend against them. Right? Absolutely. Knowing where they are and having fun. I mean, you fire up a new VM over here and put it on the network. Well, that's entertainment on a day there with you know, with a bit of time to you know try and break it, try and gain a user account, try and escalate yourself in there, and figure out what you learn along the way, and figure out where your deficiencies are in your network. Because running your own network, whether that be just a web server, an email, well, a web server is about the easiest thing. It's when you start adding other services like email and you're running your own DNS and running a bunch of other things. Now you run into so many different holes and so many different vulnerabilities. If you're not on top of that stuff, you're going to get screwed the minute you turn your machine online.
Correct. Yeah, and that's also why I generally am an advocate of just outsourcing all the server stuff out to a third-party company. You'll lose a little bit of control, but I don't have to sit there and worry about the security because I got too many other things to worry about, So that's that. But Rosemary, good evening to you. Robert, 68, boom, and happy 4th to you as well. Oh, I am well. Bruno, happy 4th to you, and White Chocolate, happy 4th to you as well. The Meower Gamer is on. Slavish, how's it going there? Donald Turnbull. All right, hello, Donald. Sinful Graphics. Is it Sinful Graphics? Very Sinful Graphics. Cool. Awesome. Hello, Iran. We are visited by Iran. Greetings. How are you, Slavish? Let's see. Gotta keep checking my email over there. So this will be a open chat. So if you'd like to jump on, shoot me an email. switchedtolinux.com/contact, and I will get you a link. Let's see. Bruno, greetings. We have Brazil represented. We have Iran. We have Brazil. Where's everyone else from? Happy 4th to you, Thomas, as well. Tonight.
These people must have insomnia.
What's that?
These people must have insomnia. That or it's just morning for them.
Yeah, Well, that's what it's like now. It's normally morning for Vince. So, let's see. Yes, Rosemary would love to learn how to hack. Yeah, it's a good skill. You're gonna have to learn it from books now, I guess. I don't know, or the dark web, one of the two. Tonight is Pizza Hut night. Pizza Hut night in America? What's Pizza Hut night in America? Jesse, you're familiar with this?
Totally.
Pizza Hut night.
All right, I'm intrigued. I'm going to go ahead and look up Pizza Hut night.
I want to say it involves a Pizza Hut if you can find one.
Yeah, we got Pizza Huts here, but I'm not a particularly...
They opened a Pizza Hut here in my town, I'd say about a year ago. And about 4 months ago, it closed. Gone.
Well, you know, Michigan is the pizza capital of the United States. There are more pizza headquarters here than there is anywhere else in the United States.
Yeah.
There's Domino's, Little Caesars, Hungry Howie's, Papa John's. All the headquarters are here.
Our little town here is probably the second biggest pizza place. Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario is probably the second biggest pizza place in Canada.
That
Second
pizza
to
place is in my kitchen.
yeah, I hear you. Right, we got so many little family places here, but it's dying down a lot. All these family restaurants are disappearing, and it's kind of sad.
It is sad.
I'm not finding anything on Pizza Hut night on the internet, so that must be made up. Unless white chocolate. Can you elaborate a little bit more? What's this Pizza Hut night? I mean, I really want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Probably a family event.
No, there you go. That's probably the case too. Griff. All right, I can do that, Griff. All right. What's up, STS? Greetings. Oh, pizza's out for dinner. Pizza? Are you at Pizza Hut? Rosemary from New York. All right. So we got some Americans on here. We got some Canadians on here. We got some Iran. We got some Brazil. Anyone else represented? Wait, but the 4th of July is tomorrow. Yes, 4th of July is tomorrow. I will not be working. So I'm doing the streams today. So I'm doing my Christian stream tonight at 9 o'clock as well. So that is on my other channel. We are going to be talking about the new exciting evangelism tool that I think is a tool of the devil. I'll be talking about it over there, though. Hail from the objectively speaking worst state in Illinois. Worst state in the U.S., Illinois. I don't know. I don't know. California and Massachusetts are pretty high on my list of those worst states, too.
Yeah, California.
You guys are so negative.
I think it's Chicago that gives Illinois the bad name.
Yeah, but we have Philadelphia. We have here in Pennsylvania the city that the hitchhiking robot started in Canada, toured Europe, lands on the American coast, and in one day is mugged and beheaded in the city of brotherly love. What could beat it? I mean, come on.
Oh, boy. White chocolate says $5 medium pizzas at Pizza Hut tonight.
All right, let's take this meeting to Pizza Hut.
It's $5 medium pizzas every day at Pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Oh boy! All right, should we look at the? I had so many news articles for the business section, and so I just decided we'll just go ahead and look at a couple of those today, and then if there's anything else that pops up that's exciting to chat about, we'll go ahead and chat about those. So. Just a couple fun little articles that would otherwise have been in Friday's news. So this is one as you guys are thinking about heading that municipal pool. Yeah, you might want to stay home instead. Soak yourself in the bathtub. So apparently there's some hard to kill pooey parasites that lurk in swimming pools and they're on the rise. So victims can spew 100 million parasite eggs in just one go, and I hope they're not going in the pool. If that thing's floating around, it is not a baby Ruth. Just letting y'all know. 10 of these 100 million parasites can cause an infection. Ooh. So, don't drink the pool water. Just keep the pool water out of your orifices. Outbreaks of gastrointestinal parasite, cryptosporin, have been spurting upward since 29, with the number of outbreaks gushing up to an average of 13% per year, according to researchers. Germ spreads via the fecal oral route, and causes explosive, watery, that can last for up to 3 weeks. Most victims pick up the infection from recreational water, such as swimming pools and water parks. Main trouble is that crypto is extremely tolerant of chlorine and can happily stay afloat in well-treated pools for more than 7 days. So sick swimmers are the main source of infection, often young children who have yet to master toilet skills, and also more of a tendency to gulp pool water. Infected person can shed 100 million of these bad boys, but just 10 of them can lead to your infection. So yeah, these guys, here's of course your instances. So be careful when you are visiting the pools, and I deeply apologetic to anybody who might be attempting to eat in the middle of this all.
It can't be any worse than the lakes.
Yeah, pretty much.
We have pools here too, but we have an awful lot of lakes. and there's a lot of beaches on those lakes, and there's a lot of sporting going on them, like water skiing, fishing, and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I can't remember the last time I've been to like a public pool or anything like that, and even private pools. I mean, I don't own one. I think I might have been in one in the last 10 years.
Okay. Very good.
You know, but there's lots of lakes. I've been in the lake a lot. Whether been voluntary or because my boat capsized, one reason or another, I got it.
Yeah.
I'd have to say my story's the same too.
All right. Ricky, I sent you a link to the chat because I had your email here. All right, so if you want to jump on, go ahead and jump on. Let's see. Anyone want to explain those Nike shoes? Oh, would anybody like to attempt to explain these Nike shoes?
What, Nike shoes?
Oh, it's caused another one of those giant business freak out things, and it's divided our countries.
I miss so much of that stuff, especially when you go to camp and there's no internet. I love it.
Yeah. And so it's basically another one of these things where some company did something that is mostly benign and it just completely split the country 50-50 once again. I'm telling you, we should just take the United States, it's big enough, split it down the middle. Everyone on one political viewpoint can go on one side, everyone on the other political viewpoint can go on the other side, and we can stop fighting amongst ourselves for a while. We can even elect two separate presidents and create two separate countries out of the thing. How's that sound? I mean, really. Because it's better than civil war, which is going to happen. So apparently, Nike released a pair of shoes that had the original United States flag, which had the 13 stars in a circle, and they released this as a special 4th of July thing, and then a bunch of people are going, "That's so insensitive! People own slaves!" And then the whole world went all crazy, and then half the people sided with Nike saying, "This is patriotism," and the other people going, "Burn them alive!" And then politicians got involved, and companies got involved, and Nike pulled the shoes, and now they're selling on eBay for like $2,000 a pair. So that's the Nike thing in a nutshell.
Okay. So basically, it's another one of these situations where if you actually sit back and think about it critically, it doesn't matter what your political view is, you're all wrong. You're all making a big issue out of something that's a non-issue.
Yeah. I mean, hey,
the only one that wins here is the corporation.
Yeah, they get free
the only one that wins is the people who snagged the first 100 pairs of shoes off the line before the corporation pulled them back, because they're going to be the ones that can sell their shoes at 1,000% markup. But yeah,
good idea.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's a pair of shoes with the original American flag on it. The original American flag had nothing to do with slavery. It had to do with independence. Like, get over it, It's like, man. But I don't know. That's kind of that. So that's the nutshell. Dan, anything else to add to that? I don't know if you've watched any of those or not.
No, I haven't really seen anything like that.
Stranger Things, or is that a big deal in the UK?
Me and the TV are kind of divorced at the moment.
I'm always divorced from the TV, but nothing really stops me from catching all the crazy stuff going on the YouTubies. We get a governor that's simultaneously jacking up taxes and embezzling. Funny enough, he's just one in the string of corrupt governors we've had. I mean, yeah. Are you the one from Illinois? Oh, yes. Not to mention the whole Smollett case. That was an exciting Illinois thing. Why would anyone go to a public pool?
Yeah. That was, what was that? Jussie Smollett? And the whole time, I didn't know who he was, eh? I thought we were talking about Jussie's mullet for the whole time, right?
I was talking about your mullet, man.
And I was getting offended here a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah, but fortunately, somebody from out of the state is taking over the investigation, so.
Yeah, I am.
All right, so I guess a quick poll. Who's going to a public pool this week? If pools were clean, they would be called ools. There's no pee in them. Ooh. Nice.
I really can't see how a public pool can be much worse than a lake, especially the ones around here.
I think one of the reasons would happen to be the fact that a lake is in a perpetual cleaning cycle. So it's like it's the same thing with aquariums. If you know how to run an aquarium right, you almost never have to clean it. You might just have to run some vacuum out of the bottom of the tank, but you never actually have to clean it because it will be self-cleaning. So a lake is that same way. And the bigger the body of water, more self-cleaning it is.
And your pool is also supposed to be perpetually cleaning as well if you do it right.
Yeah, but if you're perpetually cleaning because of doses of chlorine, some things can survive and other things can't. And so that's kind of that.
Well, some of the lakes around here get to the point where they have to close the beaches due to E. coli.
Yes, yeah. I remember there were some at Lake Erie, too. Of course, I used to live by Lake Erie. That's a scary thing. I mean, as a child, I swam in Lake Erie multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
That's eerie.
Yeah, it is. Swim nappies, diapers to you lot are a thing. Initially, I thought, why bother with number 1, but then thought some more about the penny dropper. Ooh, yeah. Greetings, Vince. If you want to jump on, Vince, I think you should have the link. Oh, thanks for that super chat, Steve. Always appreciate that, my friend.
Yeah, Vince is going to jump on. He's going to tell us that it's not the bugs in the water and the sicknesses and the diseases. It's going to be the snakes and the spiders and all that.
Out there.
And the crocs.
Yeah, don't go swimming in the lakes out there, man. You'll get taken out. Solus Linux respect. All right, yeah, Solus Linux is pretty sweet, man. If you were looking for a good lightweight Linux distro, I don't know if it's super lightweight, but it's a very good distro. No bloat, I guess is the word. Not a lot of excessive stuff in the software repository. How's that? All right. Camp, no interwebs. Hey, why not? The triggered snowflakes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alexander, good morning to you. It is evening where I am, so you must be around the world from me, so good morning to you.
There's a lot of anxiousness going around out there about the release of Debian 10, the final buster.
What's going on with them?
They're going to release Debian 10 soon. It's going to be out of semi-testing into mainstream.
Yeah,
okay,
I know.
What's bad about it?
What's bad about it? Nothing, actually.
Perfect. I love your attitude.
The Unix was just released, which is based on Debian 10. Of course, it's Unix based on Debian 10 came out before Debian 10. Can someone explain that one to me? But no, it is. As soon as the 10 rolls out, they're going to update the repos and get that taken care of there.
The only problem that people are seeing with Debian 10 is it may not have a hardware stack in the kernel for the latest CPUs and motherboards.
Okay, that's normal. I mean, so you're still telling me Debian 9 is going to have it?
Debian 9 is old. I can't run Debian 9 on my machine.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's just typical ongoing regular Linux stuff, That's nothing to complain about. You're just waiting a little longer. And that's actually, I'm looking forward to 3rd generation Ryzen right now. I was going to build one. And that's the next thing I was going to start asking questions about was about hardware support in Linux, because I do not intend on running Windows on it.
Well, I have a 2nd generation Ryzen setup. And when I first put it together, it took me a couple months before they started releasing hardware stacks for it. It'd run, but it ran pretty slow.
So I can get some use out of it. Okay, but I can still use it at least, right?
In my case, I could, but keep in mind if you put together a 3rd generation Ryzen, a year from the time you buy it, it will depreciate by half. Yeah, everything I bought last year around this time, I can buy at half price now.
Yeah. Yeah. I should upgrade my RAM soon. So Vince says, have you had a look at Track This from Mozilla? So yeah, if you're not seen this, I've not played with it, but I have seen about it. So this is a fascinating little thing that Mozilla just put out. It's like I believe it's an extension, I think maybe. And when you're running this, what it does is it opens up like 100 different browser tabs, and you pick from one of the 4 profiles. And so you say Hyperbeast or Filthy Rich or Doomsday or Influencer. And then it opens up all of these tags, and it basically just feeds junk to all the advertiser trackers. And so they can't figure out what you're really doing. So, of course, it's going to start feeding you ads based upon the profile you give it. So that's kind of exciting. But yeah, definitely interesting. I don't know if anybody's played with that one yet. But yeah, so here's your Filthy Rich. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Filthy Rich. Open up 100 tabs, make you Filthy Rich. See, if you need to boost up your credit score or make sure you get a credit card advertisement, run this Filthy Rich one. Banks will catch on to this and start sending you ads because they think you're filthy rich. You know, if you are definitely looking for, you know, a bunch of other stuff, I mean, the Doomsday Prepper sounds fun to me. I think I'd love to do that because I think I'm crazy anyway. So, you know, Doomsday, that's the way to go. So. Yeah, that's definitely cool. Connecticut. All right. Connecticut is represented. Germs, better immunity. Yeah, and that's, you know, for the most part, that's true. You know, if you... One of the interesting studies come out more recently is that when you are subjecting your kids to constant cleanness, constant hand sanitizers, constant stuff like this, it actually negatively impacts your immunity. Makes you sick more often. So there's actually a couple of states in the United States have actually banned alcohol sanitizers outside of hospitals and stuff. So like, sorry, your kindergartners can no longer bring alcohol sanitizers to school. Apparently these Solace forums are too hypersensitive.
Hypersensitive.
It's finished a computer. Give me 5 minutes to see if it boots. All right. Steven Anderson just finished a computer. Are you putting Windows on it?
You know what? I can't see the fun or get the enjoyment out of using Windows 10 anymore. I mean, well, I've installed it, looked at it, come to the conclusion it's put together with super glue and duct tape and boxed it.
Yeah, I had to boot into a Windows 10, which I did on a virtual machine yesterday to look at something for a client. It took me 35 minutes. The disk keeps spinning there at 100%, and it's like trying to do backgrounds and updates. I'm like, I just need to check a website. Oh, it was like so infuriating. I don't know how in the world you do that. Rosemary, I like Tails. I just don't know how to upload it on the USB and if it has persistence. So when you're installing Tails, there's a few ways to do it. One is you can actually walk through the installation steps, and they have an install script that you can run on their site. What I usually do to install it is I boot up an ISO in the virtual machine, and then just put the USB drive it's going to into that machine and install it there. Or you burn the ISO to one USB drive, boot the computer off of that one, plug the second USB drive in, and install it to that one. So those are kind of the way you do. And then once it's installed, then you can just go into the Tails, into the menu, go into the Tails section, and set up your persistence from there. Hello, Tax Action. Greetings to you. All right. Vince, tell your daughter I said hello. Hello, everyone. I'm using Mint 19.1 Mate for months now. Not been able to download the Bibles and look at content from Bible Time app. Can anyone shed light on this? Okay, so you're able to install the application, just not the Bibles? Is that what it is? I mean, I know those download from a certain repository, so check if the repositories are right inside. I haven't looked at that app in a while, so off the top of my head, I can't help with that. But Oh, just click the link. Okay, so track this is not a extension. It's just a link. So click it. Oh, Sleepy wants an SJW profile. That'd be epic. Of course, I would not want to see the ads that they get. No. Purposely don't sanitize my room to a perfect degree. Yeah, I don't actually, generally, I don't use cleaning supplies for most things. Every now and again, like if I spill something that I know is nasty or knows grows bacteria well, like chicken broth, I'll use some basic cleaning supplies there. But for the most part, I just wipe stuff down with soap and water. Usually, it's a little bit better that way. I want me a little bit of fun stuff in my my juices. Carlton never runs his browser with less than 40 tabs. All right.
I have this problem as well.
I do too, man. I got two browsers open with at least 10 tabs each on them. And I'm the Water Fox and Firefox dude. No Chrome for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of Chrome. I think I might have it on one of my computers for testing purposes, but I can't remember.
Well, I'm doing this through Vivaldi, and I have been ever since a year ago.
Linux Mint 18.3 Cinnamon looks just like Windows 10. There you go. Yeah, that's one of the things you can do with it. Just make it look like it. He asks, is Tom on fire again? Not right now. Friday. I'll try and go on fire on Friday. I mean, really. All right. So for the next news article, I got to know, is anybody in the chat a kid who likes latte? Let me know. Or frappes, cappuccinos, anything from the frou-frou coffee bars. Any young people who like frou-frou coffees, let me know in the chat. And then we're going to get into our next article. It'll be fun.
You need to switch up the fire a little bit. Change it to blue. So it looks like torch fire.
Ooh. That would be fun. Okay. Download the app. It's content. I can't download it. Seems to be something to do with the Sword server. I'll have to try and look into that. Okay. I do not do Google browsers. Yeah. Yeah, Steven Anderson, did it boot? What is it booting? All right, are we ready for our exciting next piece of article news? This is one of these ones that just makes me scratch my head. Curious what you guys think of this one. All right, so Big Dairy is trying to get teens hooked on lattes to boost milk sales. So dairy groups are now coming in and donating money and machines to school districts to put in Frappuccino machines because they know it sells milk. What do you guys think of this?
The gimmicks corporations come up with never stop to amaze me. I mean, to boost milk sales. Why don't they just put ice cream machines in?
Well, because ice cream machines wouldn't match the American nutritional things. I just don't know how coffees do.
Yeah, we're going to jack everybody up on caffeine instead.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, I like me a good latte and stuff.
And they're putting this in schools.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
not like a teacher's got to deal with a bunch of rowdy kids because they're all wired up on coffee.
Yeah. All right, so $5,000 dairy grant to a high school in North Dakota helped buy an espresso machine that makes 150-calorie latte drinks containing 8 ounces of milk. School went through 530 gallons of milk just for lattes this school year, according to the food service director. So a Florida dairy group offers schools grants worth $6,000 to outfit their coffee bars. The campaign is called Moolah for Schools. I have not heard a slogan so bad since Obama's Cash for Clunkers.
Yeah.
Really. So moolah for schools, which refers to the lattes as moo brew.
Here's your latte change for today, Johnny.
No. Oh, Lordy. The group says the coffee bars are an opportunity to serve 8 ounces of milk with 2 ounces of coffee and added flavorings that fit into your school's wellness policy. Wow. One of the explicit goals of the grant program is to get students who might not normally select milk with their school meals to consume milk. Let me tell you something. All right, milk is not actually all that good for you. It's not all that bad for you, unless, of course, you're one of the there was another one of these crazy Fruit Loop SJW groups that was all whining about milk's racist. Do you guys know milk is racist? I mean, literally, somebody did a video about that.
You see,
milk is good.
I like my coffee. I like my coffee black.
Yeah.
I like my coffee because I like the taste of coffee, and I want coffee. I don't want my coffee with a bunch of sugar, and I don't want my coffee with a bunch of milk in it.
I mean,
and all these other things are even worse again yet.
Yeah, I like the occasional frappuccino, the occasional coffee. Like, I put a little bit of cream in my coffee today just because I had a teeny bit of cream left after the stuff I made last night. You finished off the rest of the cream that I had for some ice cream and some caramel syrup and stuff. And I had just a teeny bit, so I'm like, I'm going to have coffee with cream today. And so, but really coffee is not bad for you if you just drink regular black coffee. Once you start putting, and of course they're talking about adding flavorings, and these are going to be, and it doesn't specifically say here, but these are going to be sugar-free flavorings because they wouldn't sell these without the flavorings, but to add the sugar would move it over the calorie count, which is how I know they're doing that, because these are only 150 latte calories, which is approximately the calorie count of 8 ounces of milk. So then they're adding artificial flavorings, which is adding a lot of bad stuff that you shouldn't be putting into your body. That's the thing that's going to hurt you the most.
Yeah, the stuff from the chemistry lab.
Yeah, and so they're like, you got to have milk for your diet. And milk is actually not all that good for you. It's really not. In fact, a lot of people who feel bad a lot of times, try cutting milk out of your diet for 2 weeks and you will feel infinitely better. I promise you. It's just like wheat. Cut wheat out of your diet and you will do a lot better health-wise. So it's unclear how popular the dairy-sponsored coffee bars will be nationwide or how successful they'll be at hooking a new generation. This is the same thing that the tobacco companies were doing and then the vaping companies were doing to get people and kids particularly hooked on their stuff. And so how much you want to bet Starbucks might be behind this because they leave the school and now they're addicted to Starbucks. Oh, boy.
Problems I don't have.
Yeah. I can't stand Starbucks. I think they make a nasty cup of joe. So.
They do. It's not what you think. McDonald's does a better job.
Yeah. Dairy Insider says the industry has gotten a raw deal as milk alternatives such as soy milk, rice milk, and almond milk have become more popular. To try to squeeze out competition and get abreast of the situation... This is so bad of puns. So bad of puns. You're really going to squeeze out the competition, get abreast of the situation. Industry leaders have pushed the Food and Drug Administration to bar non-dairy milk alternative beverages from using the word milk on their labels. What are you going to call it? Almond crap? I don't know.
Almond juice.
How about almond lectin?
I was to say, I never seen nipples on an almond.
Yeah, I never have either. But yeah, dairy groups starts to blame for their curdling dairy. Oh, this is so bad. Fat no longer vilified in the current dieting trends. Skim milk's popularity has gone down the drain. Yes, because skim milk is like, if you are going to drink milk at all, drink whole milk, people. If you're going to get it at all, get raw milk. If you can't get raw milk, get whole milk. If you can't get whole milk, drink water. I mean, really. So what do you guys think about this fascinating take from the dairy industry? Woohoo! Get our kids all addicted to coffee now. That's so exciting.
I remember when I went to school, when you got a hot lunch from the school, you got milk with it, and it came in a little carton.
Yeah,
now they want to give you a big fat jug of this full of Joe with your lunch.
Yeah, well, this is the hilarious part, right? So you're not allowed to sell sodas, but you are allowed to sell the same cans of Minute Maid lemonade, which actually have more sugar than soda, because when you carbonate it, you can put less sugar in it. Carbonated soda is better for you than the same size can of a sugar drink that's not carbonated. Those will always have more sugar in them. And then you'll end up with this weird one. They ban the sodas, but they can give chocolate milk as long as it's fat-free, and the chocolate milk has more sugar in it per ounce than does soda. That's a fascinating thing. Of course, you can't get whole milk anymore. I used to get whole milk, and in our kindergarten, and then they stopped doing that because it's going to kill us all. And then, like 2 years after that, we all got fat. Go figure, Boy.
Yeah, I might drink a glass of milk once a year.
Yeah, I have a little bit left from... I literally get milk and I make ice cream or smoothies with it and stuff. That's about all I do with it. I'll probably make a frou-frou coffee of my own tomorrow because I have extra milk and I don't really have anything else to do with it. So, greetings, Keegan. How's it going there? Black all the way for the coffee. That's right. All right. What about Chromium when it comes to touchscreen laptops? I don't know. What about Chromium and touchscreen laptops? I don't know. Meow Mix Gamer loves coffee. All right. No caffeine in ice cream. Oh, I have some ice cream with caffeine in it. Used your affiliate link the other night. All right. Hey, thank you, man. I'll probably see the thing show up there sometime soon, but shut it down when it's not okay. Just add Ritalin to the milk for the younglings. Done. There you go. I mean, really. In reality, though, instead of giving the younglings Ritalin, just give them coffee. It'll probably actually calm them down better.
If you just give them an Irish cream instead, maybe they'll go to bed earlier, too.
Ooh. Quit drinking coffee years ago. Didn't even notice any change in my perception levels. Used to work at a call center, but was constantly on my feet. Just plain water had the same effect on me. Yeah, I like coffee just because I like drinking something warm and I like the taste of it.
Yeah, what's really good as an alternative if you catch yourself drinking way too much coffee, I really like a lemon and honey tea.
Yeah, that is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, children should not be drinking coffee. Negative heart and neurological effects. Yes. How does caffeine fit into the wellness program? I mean, they're high school students. They're going to do it anyway. It's like, they're going to be engaging in risky life behaviors anyway, so we'll just give them a balloon now. Oh, boy. Lactose-free milk costs double what normal milk costs. Yeah, it's possibly true. A lot of reasons a lot of people might not choose to drink milk is because lactose intolerance is extremely common outside of the Northern European descent. And that is actually the reason why some people were saying milk was racist. Love my coffee light. All right. May as well start selling more milk chocolate and call it a day. Yep, absolutely. I prefer coffee flavored stuff to actual coffee. That's why I got some nice coffee ice cream right now. And I found coffee ice cream dipped in caramel syrup. Epic. 4chan had some good trolls on that. First, milk is racist. Then they did the OK sign. Now they're trying to make hashtags racist. I saw that. That's right, man. Are you ready? Take that! First the dissenter video, now that. I should go get me some milk. I should go drink some milk. Perhaps did Europeans develop lactose tolerance first? I don't know. Ricky does not use sugar or creamer in coffee anymore. Use stevia instead. I'd go back to sugar.
I'm just lazy. I just dump it from the pot to the cup, and then I'm on my way.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so something on... Okay, so something with that app is... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with the content. I don't know. Herbalist, I use the herb stevia or raw honey in my teas. All right. Kenny does not do Starbucks. Yeah. Meow Mix hates milk, but Rosemary loves milk. All right.
I basically don't drink coffee anywhere else but out of my own coffee pot. They want too much money just for a little tiny cup.
Yeah, like I used to
down at 2 gulps.
Yeah, there's a Starbucks that's not too far away. That's I like the environment to write in, but you know, half the time I go there, they're charging me 50 cents for coffee. The other half the time, they're charging me $2.50 for coffee. It's like I'm bringing my own cup every case. I'm like, well, so I email them and I say, what's the official corporate policy? How much should I be paying? They actually responded to my email, but did not actually give me an answer.
Oh, yeah. Here you're about $2 for a coffee, and it's definitely bigger than a coffee cup. It's at least 1.5 of these for sure, right? For $2, and that's still way too much. I mean,
well, here they're supposed to post the price.
And the only time that I buy them, I mean, I bought one on my way back from camp because I've been drinking for 4 days straight at camp and fishing and that. So when I came back, it felt really good to have a coffee while I'm driving home for obvious reasons, right? And that's about it. Otherwise, unless I'm traveling, I don't buy coffee at a coffee shop or on the side of the road or anything like that because it's just not worth it. For $2, I make coffee for 2 days at home.
Yeah, like TA, I think, is like 50 cents for refills. You know, I've learned when I crisscrossed the country a lot a while back, and so I kind of learned which places to go for coffee. I think McDonald's is pretty cheap on the refills too, and they have some of the best coffee actually. TA's not the best coffee, but it's really cheap. Flying J's is not the cheapest, but it's better than TA's. So Oh, Jesse, you weren't here for a while. Vince asked, are you going to get yourself some Libra? And what's your thoughts about Libra?
Oh, Libra? No, I'm not getting myself some Libra. It's a stable coin. I mean, aside from being a part of Facebook, we'll think about it a little bit more than that. It's a stable coin that's going to be pegged to a basket of, or basically an index of fiat currencies, right? So I think that it's a great idea in the sense that it's going to be accessible. It's going to bring a whole bunch of additional people into the cryptocurrency spectrum, right? And a lot of the announcements and news that we've had about it is probably what's been fueling a little bit of the pump that we've had. However, there's nothing to gain out of it. There's nothing. There's no value I'm going to get. There's nothing to speculate on. It's going to be a stable currency. So there's no point to it whatsoever for people who are already invested in the cryptocurrencies. Although for people who have never used a cryptocurrency and realize, one day when they need to, send money across the world or something to somebody, let's say you want to send money to somebody in Africa where you can't just do a direct bank transfer, but your Facebook app is going to have a direct link to be able to buy that currency and send it, it should be useful that way. So aside from the fact that Facebook's running it, and I think it's going to be another system of control. So aside from all that negativity, staying positive, I think those are the good things about it.
Mm-hmm. But it's connected to Facebook, so there's not a chance in Hades you're getting some.
Well, not a chance at all that I'm going to use it at all, but I still think it's a good thing for the cryptocurrency markets as a whole. because it's going to bring a lot more light to it, a lot more users. It's just a matter of how that's going to be able to integrate, with Bitcoin and some of the more popular ones. Is this going to be something we're able to find on an exchange? There's a lot of questions yet to be answered.
Yeah. Okay, so Andrew says the problem with whole milk in the UK is it's still messed around with cost and homogenase, which does pulverize the fat. Okay, that's an interesting point. Now, that being said, yes, it is. There is a company that is trying to make the first ever national milk brand, and the milk brand is called Fairlife, and it is the Coca-Cola company. So the idea is they take the milk and then they scientifically separate it into all these components, and then they take out the bad stuff and then they put all the good stuff back together and sell that to you. Avoid Fairlife milk, people. It is not real milk.
Yeah, if you ever look in the store, look at the expiration date on Fairlife milk. It is extremely long. There's something wrong with it.
Yes.
Especially when they got date that's like 4 or 5 months out.
Yeah. And Jesse, for you, Carlton Reed posted that almonds do indeed have nipples. You can see them there, and they are indeed dripping milk. So you are debunked, Jesse.
Is that right? Where is this posted? I need to see this.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. It's also, if you're monitoring my stream, it'll be on there in a second. I'm putting it on there on the screen now. So. Oh boy, use raw honey. No more hay fever. There you go. All right.
Oh yeah.
Just squeeze that almond enough,
Oh yeah. Huh. Very nice. So are those B cups or C cups, or how do the measurements work on that?
Well, I mean, they are almonds, so I'm gonna go with a trainee. All right. So didn't have milk for 7 years. All I got of it was broken with some teeth. No serious calcium intake when your teeth are forming bad. It is actually a scientific myth that drinking milk increases your calcium intake. That is actually entirely marketing from the milk industry, who doesn't. Milk doesn't have calcium in it. They add calcium to milk. But when they add it, if you do not have the proper balance, I think it's manganese, or it's either manganese or magnesium. I forget which one. I think it's one of those two that will cause the uptake of the calcium. If you don't have that in the food source, then it will just pass through your body. Let's see. Bees vomit equals honey. That's right. Got powered peanut butter today. Powered peanut butter? What's powered peanut butter? Inquiring minds want to know. Do I have to look for powered peanut butter now? What's the deal with... Oh, powdered peanut butter? Oh, I see what you mean. You wrote powered. So powdered, I think you meant. I don't know. 85% less fat calories. That there is enough for me to avoid it. You should get natural peanut butter, like all natural stuff that's just crushed and ground peanuts. That's the best.
It's actually pretty good. I like that.
What, the powder or the natural?
No. The crushed.
Yep.
Like the natural peanut butter. It's like crushed peanuts. It's actually really oily, believe it or not. And that's really good. If you find it dry or not sweet enough, you can add a little bit of honey. If you're making, a sandwich or something, that works really good. If you're having like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, the jelly's going to be sweet enough, to offset the dryness of the peanut butter. But I like that natural peanut butter.
CJ's on. Greetings, CJ. How's it going there? Anna Rita, how's it going there? Let's see. Happy 3rd. Yes. And I will not be streaming tomorrow. What's the topic tonight, Anna Rita? Really nothing. Whatever we want to talk about for probably about another maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I will be doing a live stream on my other channel tonight, on my Christian channel. Let me post a link for that for you guys. That'll be actually a pretty good show. Copy link address. I'll go ahead and post that in. So I'll be at 9 o'clock, which is Eastern, which is 1 hour from now. I'll be streaming over there. I can actually build a tolerance to lactose. I did. Just got to put up with excess farting for a while, but no serious pain. Yep. And Switched Linux is now officially banned off Mastodon, Patreon, and Twitter. Oh, for this? Was it this? I got an email saying I was too hard on Mastodon the other day. I don't think I was too hard on Mastodon at all. Hey, I gave them over 2 days to respond to my inquiry, and the guy that got banned didn't hear anything for 2 weeks. No, 1 week. I forget. It's 1 week or so. I forget. But yeah, I don't know if you
got
heard
banned
that,
from
Jesse.
Mastodon.
What's that?
A
user posted my video to the Dissenter browser and got banned from his Mastodon.social account. Yeah.
And these people need to get it together.
Yeah. Tried the powder peanut butter yet? I heard it's better for you. I don't know anything about it, but if they're saying, hey, it's reduced fat, and the thing is, Ricky, is that there is this giant myth that fat is bad for you. Fat's gonna kill you, and it doesn't. Especially peanut fat. Peanut fat is a very healthy oil. And so when you take this out, what you're doing, in fact, when you go to the store and you buy a traditional peanut butter, they've actually taken out the peanut oil, which is actually healthy for you, and they have substituted it with other processed oils, which are not good for you, and then added a bunch of other crap to it to get you this nice, perfectly creamy peanut butter, and it ends up being not very good for you at all. Where if you get natural peanut butter, you take peanuts and you literally grind it through a grinder, and then what you get left is a bunch of just crushed peanuts suspended in the peanut oil. And that is actually really good for you. So if the theory is, and I haven't looked into what the stuff is, so the theory is if you pull out the fat, they say, oh, this is reduced fat, therefore it's healthier. And it's actually not, because if you want to lose weight, the best thing you do is you add real, true, natural fats, unprocessed fats back into your diet. That's actually the thing that causes you to burn fat. Because if your body is burning through more fat, it actually consumes more fat.
And eliminate the simple carbs.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Eliminating
So
the carbs.
if you live a sustenance lifestyle, take the northern lifestyle, like a native lifestyle out of the north. So Alaska, Northwest Territories, Yukon, all across there, and the northern parts, where it's not very common. Only a couple times a year you're going to have, starches from plant-based starches, right? Because one, nothing grows there. If you're lucky enough to have a greenhouse, you'll get a little bit, but you're still going to live off of food from the land. And if they specifically want to shoot animals when they have a lot of fat on them so they can harvest the fat to add into their food when they're cooking in order to be able to get carbohydrates. Because there's no carbohydrates in straight protein.
Yep.
You got to have fat.
Yep. Now, there are some places where they do eat a carb-rich diet, places like Okinawa. Japan has a lot of it as well, although they're creeping into the Western diet. Those ones generally are healthy because they don't have the highly processed stuff. So that's kind of what's behind that. So there's a little bit of the back and forth to it. But for the most part, if you want to lose weight, you want to eliminate carbs. Tim Hortons in your area in the USA yet? Terrific coffee. We don't have any here, but we do have some up in the up north when I head up that way.
Yeah, we got some around here too.
Yeah, here you go. Every 50 feet, there's another Tim Hortons there.
Yeah, that's because it's a Canadian company.
They're all just as bad as the one before it.
I got 6 pizza places within 4 miles of me.
Surprisingly, State College actually has more banks than bars. I'm not sure how that worked out. But of course, somebody's got to loan that money to all them students. So maybe that's the reason.
Within 4 miles of me probably covers the bulk of my entire town that I'm in. And if you say you have 6 places, I bet you I have 18 pizza places within 4 mile radius of where I'm at. It's crazy.
Ooh, Andrew
This
can
is
buy
like-
raw milk on the internet. I don't know if I want to buy raw milk on the internet, but I'll go to the farmer to get it. I don't know. C or D cups, I guess. All right. Do I need to reinstall Ubuntu when I get a new graphics card? No, you should not. The only one you'd have to probably tinker with under the hood would be Gen 2. You wouldn't have to reinstall it, but you do have to work with your new card. Next, on home cooking hacks, how to milk an almond. Ooh.
New video for your other channel there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, actually, I actually have footage for doing a nice ham and bean soup. I just haven't put it together yet. Toss
yeah?
is in the house. Greetings, Toss.
But not
He
milk,
says, "Switch to
but
people
not
in general."
milking an almond. So that would be big.
I think I should milk an almond. Yeah, that should be good. Grocery store here, you can grind your own peanut butter. Yeah, I think we have. I think we actually have a peanut butter grinder as well. I usually just get the stuff in the jars because they have it too. So, saving file doesn't work on the current version of LibreOffice. Really, saving a file doesn't work? Does anyone else having a problem saving a file?
I did a full system update probably a month ago. So I would assume that updated as well. I'm not sure, but I don't have any
What are
problem.
you running?
Mint 19.1.
Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering maybe I'll try upgrading my Arch system and see what happens.
I can't get Mint 19.1 to actually run on my system. It keeps crashing.
Oh, really? So what, are you on 18?
No, I'm on Ubuntu Mate.
I feel sorry for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually like it a lot better than Mint for some reason.
That's okay. That's all right.
It's more simple. It doesn't have as many choices in it.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
select
yeah,
a master choice for your desktop out of the tweak tool, and that's what you're stuck with.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, surprisingly enough, even with Mint, I mean, of all the choices that it gives you, I don't use any of them. I just install it, and the default choices are basically exactly what I want. And that's about it. Just install your video card. Done.
Well, I wanted to play around with Kodi a little bit, so I decided to put it on another drive with another distro. So I had a fresh ISO of Mint lying around. And ta-da, we have Kodi on Mint.
ooh.
So I tinkered with that for a while, but the Mint, for some reason, after every couple hours, it just wants to lock up the computer and the mouse, and it's done for. The only thing that corrects it's a reboot.
That's probably something to do with the guy that installed it.
Probably.
Tom was and use more about a person sent email to Tom about the center. Oh, apparently there's an argument going back. Oh, is that for me? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Apparently people are talking about me behind my back. I don't know. That's all right. Happens all the time.
They
Lost-
talk
yes.
about me too, so don't feel bad.
Yeah. Steve's very own lost 30 pounds by eating more fat. Yep, that's right. Good fat is good, but processed fat is not. Yeah, so like you don't want to eat the processed oils. So your canola, your corn oil, your vegetable oils, you want to avoid those. If you want to cook with a fat, you should use either lard with bacon grease or coconut oil. Those are stable for cooking. If you're doing like raw oils, things that aren't cooked or at least minimally cooked, olive oils are good. But you don't want to fry something in olive oil. That's not good. That will produce a trans fat.
Mm-hmm. Even a coconut oil has a low smoke point on it, so it's difficult to fry with. That's just good for low heat stuff, eh?
Yeah.
I like for a deep fryer or something. I love a peanut oil.
Yeah, that's
A
a
lot
good
of
one.
people choose that.
Toss
Yeah.
is on a whiskey diet. He lost 3 days. There you go.
Lard or peanut oil, one or the other. Oh, whiskey.
Yeah.
What kind of whiskey? Are you a Scotch drinker, Toss?
I don't know. Hey, Toss, tell us what kind of whiskey you're drinking, man.
Family friendly.
Yes. Vince is addicted to Linux streams. Hi, Vince. 95% of the nutrition advice are bunk. This is actually true. I'd say go research it yourself, but you never know where you're going to end up. I research it with my big old books back here. That's what I research it with. Get down to the basics. What does the biochemistry say? I would never buy raw milk anywhere. Ooh, you know what you're missing, man. Milk straight out of the cow. Yes. Exercise is key to losing weight too. Yeah, actually, the funny thing about exercise is in and of itself, it actually doesn't cause you to lose weight, but what it does is it increases your basal metabolic rate, so your body burns more calories naturally. Milk them, they need to stand still. Yes, yes. Buy the cow. Why buy the cow when the milk is free? Oh, cows are not legal where Anna Rita is. No.
Get a free cow so you don't have to buy the milk.
Yeah. Anyone buying the new $2,000 Linux Mint box? Probably not. Although the system specs that was pretty good. I mean, they're trying to compete with the Mac, I guess. Right, Kitty? Are you going to buy the Mint box? You want to buy me the Mint box?
I probably built their top of the line computer at half the price they're selling theirs for.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You know, that it's like we need to get a good Linux computer that is not going to cost an arm and a leg. Like, I mean, I'd recommend System 76 if they weren't twice the price as what I could get at, Best Buy or something. We don't have to have the highest end stuff, man. Your typical person can get away with something pretty low spec.
Yeah, I think their focus too is, being a smaller company, a newer company, and they're building, everything in a very small facility, and in America, right? I mean, where things are expensive. I think they're definitely focusing on higher end machines where they can get a bigger margin, and I think that's mostly a business decision. I'm excited to see how they progress into the future. Just right now, it's not for me.
Okay.
Yes, we do not need Linux Macs. The toss said.
Oh, Peabody says, hi, CJ. Hi, Peabody. How are you? Okay. Lost their minds. Yeah, somebody's lost their minds. Got an air fryer. It's amazing. Yeah. I saw all the reviews on the air fryers. They seem to break very, very fast. It's kind of sad. All right, guys, let's go ahead and feed this kitty, and then while we do that, if you guys want to give us your final words, and then we'll wrap this one up for the night. Oh boy, kitty, you think? No, you got to dig for it, buddy. Got to dig for it. No, I'm not feeding you directly. Okay. Ooh. Oh, we got the paw. Come on, buddy. Go get the paw. Go get it. Ooh, he got one. Oh, here you go. That's our buddy. And one more for you. Oh, are they finger licking good? They are finger licking good, aren't they? Yes, they are. They are finger licking good. That's it for now, buddy. All right, let's see. Telia from System 76 is awesome. Guaranteed to run Linux. Yes. Very good. These computer lab machines are awesome. Completely passive cooled, so they run silently. All right. See you, Babbler. Happy 4th tomorrow to you. We got the paw. We got the paw. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. So, once again, I will be streaming in about 45 minutes on my other channel. This is the link to it if you guys want to see me on over there. CJ is chill. Last guy I had would grab the bag out of my hand. Yep. Yeah, he is. All right, you guys have any final words?
Choose your milk wisely.
There you go. Yeah, don't get Fairlife. Ooh.
Keep your kids out of the Frappuccino machines at school.
Yeah. Petition your school to not allow them to get all jacked up on caffeine.
Yes.
And playing outside is a good thing.
Yes, playing outside is a good thing. Yep.
Fishing is even better.
Let's see. Is TJ as effented? What is that word? I'm not familiar with that word. Is that a spelling error? I don't know. I don't know if TJ is as whatever that is as CJ because I don't know what that word is. All right. Happy 4th to all the American friends. It's already Thursday here. All right. Yes, we have a time traveler. We have a time traveler indeed. All right, guys. Well, we will catch you later. Thanks for hanging out with us all, and I hope that you enjoy switching. Before you go, next week is going to be completely and totally weird. I may or may not actually have live streams. I'm leaning towards we will probably not have live streams. I'm going to attempt to have enough videos up, but I really don't know if even that's going to happen. So huge projects I'm doing. So next week's schedule kind of weird. Just call it vacation. I don't know. All right, guys. We will catch you guys later. And my cat's name is, that one is CJ. Getting there, getting there. Almost.